In chapter 3 of 1 Corinthians, Paul addresses the spiritual immaturity of the Corinthian believers. He begins by calling them carnal because, though they should be teachers by now, they still need to be fed with milk, not solid food. They are divided, quarreling and showing jealousy, much like worldly people, revealing that they are not yet walking in the Spirit. Paul reminds them that he could not speak to them as spiritual people but as carnal, for they were still influenced by human standards instead of God's wisdom. He then emphasizes that both he and Apollos are merely servants through whom the Corinthians believed, each assigned a part in God's work. Paul planted the seed by preaching the gospel, Apollos watered it with instruction and encouragement, but God gave the growth. Therefore, neither the planter nor the waterer is anything in themselves, but only God, who gives the increase. This shows that human leaders are tools in God's hands, and glory belongs to God alone, not to any one minister. Paul compares the church to God's building, warning that no man can build on another foundation than Jesus Christ. He explains that the quality of each person's work will be revealed by fire on the day of judgment. Works of lasting value, built on Christ, will survive, but worthless efforts will be burned up, and each person will receive reward according to their labor. This metaphor reminds the Corinthians to focus on building their lives and ministry in accordance with God's truth, not human opinion or rivalry. Finally, Paul addresses the Corinthian arrogance and self-confidence in human leaders, calling them God's temple and warning that God's Spirit dwells within them. If anyone destroys God's temple, God will destroy that person, for his temple is holy. Paul concludes by reinforcing that believers belong to Christ, and by implication, they should act with humility, unity, and careful attention to God's work within them, recognizing that their foundation, growth, and holiness are all gifts from God. Let's now read 1 Corinthians chapter 3. And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babes in Christ. I have fed you with milk, and not with meat, for hitherto ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able. For ye are yet carnal, for whereas there is among you envying, and strife, and divisions, are ye not carnal, and walk as men? For while one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos, are ye not carnal? Who then is Paul, and who is Apollos, but ministers by whom ye believed, even as the Lord gave to every man? I have planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but God that giveth the increase. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according to his own labor. For we are laborers together with God, ye are God's husbandry, ye are God's building. According to the grace of God which is given unto me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Jesus Christ. Now if any man build upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. If any man's work abide which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward. If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy, for the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And again, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. Therefore let no man glory in men. For all things are yours. Whether Paul, or Apollos, or Cephas, or the world, or life, or death, or things present, or things to come, all are yours. And ye are Christ's, and Christ is God's. This ends our reading of 1 Corinthians chapter 3.